Normally for me, introductions begin with the phrase, after I got out of the Army, I practiced corporate law for some years. To discuss liberal arts and the fascination the subject has for me, I must begin considerably earlier. I grew up in a small rural town in Northern California. I spent a great deal of time reading. From 7th grade on, I was an amateur wrestler. My last tournament was when I was 39. Throughout high school, I was also a debater. When the time came for college, circumstances led me to Ripon College, a small school of just under 1,000 students. The necessity of maintaining the 2S student deferment from the draft required that I stretch out college to 4 years in order to keep out of the military for that time. So I majored in history, political science, and philosophy. I went off to Northwestern University School of Law. ROTC had been required for the first 2 years at Ripon, and so to preserve a deferment through law school, I enrolled in an ROTC program. Shortly after passing the bar exam, I was off at Fort Sill, Oklahoma, as a second lieutenant in the field artillery. So now, after I got out of the Army, I practiced corporate law for some years. I discovered that although I loved the study of the law, I didn't particularly care for lawyers. After struggling with this major flaw in my life plan, I pretty much fell into teaching at Elgin Community College in Elgin, Illinois. After teaching at ECC for some years, I met and married Marjorie, who decided that I, in her words, had potential and could be molded. I teach political science with some history thrown in at ECC. I present research papers at academic conferences devoted to various topics in political science and history. My research interests have moved from fuzzy logic to include the study of complex adaptive systems as applied to political and social processes. I hope to use the MLA from Baker to broaden my exposure to the creative arts in a systematic way. I also hope to use the tools from this course of study to bring improved organization and structure to my analysis of my major topic areas. I've been out on the fringes of discovery and analysis for more than 15 years, and I need to have a way to bring my work to an audience in a more traditional and structured fashion, and hence more acceptable in academia.